everyone. Welcome into Love My 419 from the Harold Jaffe Jeweler Studios. I'm Andrew Z. Bill Delaney, Sandy Eisenberg, Steve Remy. Super Bowl weekend. Woo-hoo! We have a busy show for you. We're going to talk kind of Super Bowl. I want to know what your favorite Super Bowl tradition is. We'll talk about that a little bit later on the show, whether it's the game, whether it's the commercials, whether it's the party you have, whether it's the food you make. I want to know the favorite part about Super Bowl. Also, we're going to talk about the downtown report card, because there's still a lot going. We've had this a few months ago, but man, there's even more going on downtown. We're going to talk about that on the way. Also, Steve almost turned straight this weekend.
Dun, dun, dun.
Chocolat bleu.
Chocolat bleu.
He almost turned straight this weekend.
And how did that come about?
Oh,
we'll talk about it.
That's
We'll talk about it.
close.
And Trump bans immigrants.
Yay.
Closing it off.
All right.
You know what? That is such garbage, Bill. If other immigrants didn't get here, you'd still be pulling rocks in Ireland.
I was just over there, and they still have the same rocks over there, and I could care less.
And the Love My 419.
They'll be in South Africa.
The Love My 419 cameras.
Jamaica.
The Love My 419 cameras were at the March for Women in Washington. We'll bring you the sights of sound and sounds of that as well. So busy show.
Which was a much larger crowd than the inauguration.
Already getting started.
Oh, stop it.
Love My 419 continues. Coming up next.
Petty stuff.
Hang on.
It's always petty stuff when the Democrats say it. It's never petty stuff when the Republicans screw around with everything.
You guys are messed up big time, and you know it.
And
you don't even have a party.
You guys are a bunch of racist,
don't even
ignorant.
Whoa, all right.
Party.
Whoa, all right. We'll take a break and come back with more on this lovely Sunday morning. Bye-bye. Love My 419 is brought to you by Harold Jaffe Jewelers. Without them, you see this. You don't want to see that, do you? Go check out Harold Jaffe Jewelers. They're on Talmadge, where Toledo gets engaged. Welcome back to Love My 419, Harold Jaffe Jewelers Studios. I'm Andrew Z, Bill Delaney, and Sandy Eisenberg, and of course Steve Remy. We got some hot topics to do here. Let's start with Super Bowl. It's Super Bowl weekend, Super Bowl Sunday. Game's going to be on in a few hours. What is your favorite part about Super Bowl Sunday? I'll start. For me, it's the commercials and the halftime show, and I love watching it alone. I don't like going to parties because you can't hear the commercials.
True. So
I will sit by myself or with maybe one or two other family members, and I'll sit and watch the game and enjoy it that way. I don't like being at parties and being around people and stuff because I feel like I miss it because it's not just any other game. It's just watching the game and you can kind of keep track.
Right.
But there's so much you want to watch on the Super Bowl. I just can't stay on it. So I like watching it at home by myself. Commercials, halftime. What about you, Steve?
I like this. Well, I like everyone's got on their watch and their timing, how many seconds it is to halftime so they can go to the restroom and then who gets there first. So I always like the race. I always usually win because, I'll trip somebody to get there first. It's what I do. So.
You got to powder your face?
I do, yes.
Yeah. He's got to powder his nose.
I got to powder my nose. I can't come back shiny. No one likes that. It's never good.
All right, Sandy, what's your favorite part about Super Bowl Sunday?
Well, this Super Bowl, of course, will be Tom Brady, who I adore. Tom Brady. I'm just jealous. If you were 6'2", weighed 190 pounds, was
Good
absolutely
looking.
Gorgeous, wealthy, beautiful wife, beautiful children, smart as anything.
The man can do no wrong.
No shit.
I can't
say shit.
No, stop saying it. He wouldn't. You not only can't say the SH word, he wouldn't let me say nuts last week. And nuts.
I knew he was going to get
that
it
one.
right?
I can say, but Sandy, that one you cannot say for sure. There's no doubt you can't say.
I said screwed last week.
You screwed. You can say nuts. You can say, but apparently I can't say nuts. Because Dre's the
there
final.
It goes. Okay.
Executive producer, final arbiter.
I like Tom Brady, and I will thoroughly enjoy watching him win.
Good.
All right.
I'm so glad that you're in love.
Bill?
Yeah, Pittsburgh is playing, right?
I don't know.
No, they're not playing.
No.
Then I'm not watching. That's it.
God. But the Falcons are playing. What's the matter with you?
You have to watch, though. 100 million people are going to watch.
Then I'll be the one that doesn't
Those are
watch
all the people that didn't go to the inauguration or watched it.
Here,
going to watch
Bill
the
will
Super
throw
Bowl.
you a bone.
You're going to start on this crap, huh? You want to
throw Bill a bone.
Go out in the hallway.
She wants to get on you.
We're going to finish this in the hallway.
We'll throw you a bone so that you watch it.
All right.
One word, cheerleaders.
I'm in.
There you go.
I'm in. Okay. Is my wife watching this show?
I wasn't. Well, we weren't. Sandy keeps egging Bill on, and I was going to save the Trump stuff for last.
Nice. I'm going to try and be nice. It's
Oh,
going to be very
try.
difficult.
You're very trying.
I'm very trying. And
Yes.
I'm gonna be
Here's what's weird, Sandy. God gave me one talent, and it's the amazing talent to be able to see clearly on both sides of an issue. Most people are clouded by one side or the other in the judgment. I can clearly see both sides. And what's going on now is the liberals or the Democrats or whatever you want to label them as are feeling the exact same way the Republicans did 8 years ago.
Correct.
Yeah.
It really is. It's almost like dire. Like they thought Obama was going to the country was going to end. They swore to God that the country was going to end on Obama's term. And see, we're still here. We're all still doing the same thing. And same thing with the Democrats. They think that that Trump is going to destroy this country. And we now have to see the other side because you were screaming it for 8 years. It wasn't true. The country's still fine, and now we're gonna be screaming it. And look at Sandy, doesn't even know. She's so beside herself about this stuff.
She's thinking about lunch.
Go ahead, Sandy.
Go ahead,
No,
Sandy. Okay.
I just feel badly that he's doing a lot of things that I find scary. That's how I feel.
What about what he's
I know,
bringing back?
What is he bringing back?
And as far
He
as
has done a lot of great things so far.
What?
More so than
What?
the
You
other
don't
guy
think
did
now?
for
Are
8
you
years.
telling me that you don't think Carrier was going to stay in America and bring back Carrier
No.
here? Oh, come on! They
No,
put
I'll
plans in effect.
I could
2
go into a
years,
lot of
3 years
reasons
in
why,
advance.
too.
Forward,
A lot
all
of
of
reasons
them.
why.
Whatever.
I think what scares
And you're
people
gonna like
is
it.
the motive behind things, and we don't really know the underlying motive for some of the things that's gone on so far. That's my
I want to know if Donald Trump's corporations, which does so much business with China for making their clothing and Ivanka's clothing, if he's going to want to pay the border
and those
tax.
ties are ugly. I mean, I wouldn't buy
They're
them.
just long.
Well, yeah.
they are very long. Well, he's overcompensating.
Yeah.
We would say with his small hands, long
CeeLo
ties.
green fingers.
Is anybody looking at some of the facts that are coming out of the people he has in his cabinet are way outweighed the ones that previously were in there? The other thing is bringing these people back to the country. And the reason they left is because of the unions, as far as I'm concerned.
Please.
Yeah, I knew you'd pop up on this one.
Are
but the
you
point
kidding? Come on. That's an old Republican BS.
right.
Yeah, well, what business have you run?
But here's what else.
As a matter of fact,
What?
All right, hold on.
I ran a $750 million business for 12 years. So
That's
talk to
politicians.
me. It's politicians. You still have to have a budget. You still have to look at the bottom line.
Most
still
people
have to-
downtown don't know a debit from a credit. Honest to God, if you want to get into this, we'll have it out because they don't know what
All right,
they're
hold on.
doing down there.
Hold on. Here's the biggest issue about this whole thing is Trump is doing exactly what he said he was going to do. And unfortunately, for a lot, he won the election. Unfortunately, and that's where we're at now. Or fortunately on your side. But here's the thing: he's making changes right now that are either going to work or fail miserably. There's
That's
not gonna
true.
Be, there's not
That's
going to be any in between
But
on
at least
Donald
he's
Trump.
got the cojones, I won't say your
Well,
word, the
you know what?
cojones to go ahead and do it.
Go ahead,
Okay,
Sandy.
I look at it this way. He's making a lot of changes quickly.
Right.
And
We're not
maybe
even-
he
we're not even
needs
2
to
weeks
sit
in.
back. Well, maybe he needs to 2 weeks, a week.
So we're not
Wait.
even. Yeah, I know. So we're not
Yeah.
even 2 weeks in.
Period.
Well,
And that's the only state
Well-
seat of one.
It's like anything else. You just gotta wait and see
Yeah.
what happens.
The voice of reason.
there are
Thank you,
some.
Steve.
Yeah. All right. Well, there are some unfortunate things, but we will have to wait and see. All right. More hot topics coming up. Plus, speaking of politics, we were at the Women's March for Women in Washington, D.C. Our cameras were there, and we're going to talk about downtown and more coming up next. It's Love My 419. Hang on.
Well, I ain't never been to Barbie time. No, I can't swig that sweet champagne. I'd rather drink beer all night.
Welcome back to Love My 419 from the Harold Jaffe Jewelers Studios. I'm Andrew Z. Bill Delaney, Sandy Eisenberg, Steve Remy are here.
I'm in my corner.
Yeah, I know. We have to separate you and Bill for sure. All right, let's talk downtown first.
Okay.
Yay!
downtown.
The downtown revitalization, we've seen it happening over the last handful of years, but it is, with the ProMedica thing, it's really kicking into new gear. And there's another point where they said that the Marina District, which has kind of been a black eye on the city for many years, now they're saying that maybe development isn't what's for the Marina District, but it's going to be all green space from the high level to the
I don't hate
the
that.
Veterans Glass City Skyway. All going to be green space on that side, more parking, all that. I think that's a great idea.
I don't hate that idea.
So they're saying
fine.
basically construction and stuff on the Toledo side and on the Nickel side, as we call it, for my
The
friends in the
Nickel
Nickel. Then it's going to be all green space and frivolity. What do you guys think of that?
I don't hate that idea because, I mean, living downtown, I love being able to ride my bike over there to, like, the Maritime Museum that's over there. It's nice and green. You see people there at lunchtime sitting on the side, watching the water and having lunch. I don't hate that idea at all.
No, what's the matter? Sandy does not like it. Look at her. What about you, Bill? You like that, or it looks like downtown we're building ProMedica, new businesses, Adams Street.
If it wasn't for ProMedica, we wouldn't have a downtown right now. It's because
No, if
of
it
them.
wasn't for the Mud Hen Stadium being downtown.
Thank you, Sandy.
Start.
Because Sandy was there when this her $700 million whatever business
It
she was
was
running.
the county government with two other very fine gentlemen. Don't give me any
Okay.
crap on that.
I won't.
Well,
that's a good one. No,
I won't, and they're doing fine.
yes.
And the downtown is doing good because I've seen the reports where they're saying the downtown area is the fastest growing segment of our community as far as people wanting to come down
and
Right.
and then other people
From
say
0 to 60 is not bad.
other people say why so much concentration on just a couple mile square blocks, but bottom
It
line
is
is
downtown.
it's what people from the outside judge your city on is your
I
downtown.
have
That's
friends
right.
that haven't been downtown since LaSalle and Cook
Oh my
was
gosh.
downtown. And I say, are you kidding? It's like 10 minutes on the expressway.
Yeah, that kills me. But the people think everything's so
Oh,
far
walk a
around
block
here.
downtown.
I know.
Translation,
I
they
want-
don't
I
want to
want
walk.
the-
Here's the downside. Here's the downside, though. Now
That's cute.
it looks like as we're trying to build it up, there's some morons downtown that want the parking is free from 11 to 2 and after 5,
Right.
which makes sense. But now these guys are saying, well, we don't want it to be free from 11 to 2 anymore. Bill Thomas, I don't know who's Bill Thomas.
I have no idea.
Downtown
Has been downtown for a zillion years.
who is
he
he?
helped with the riverfront.
Well, he's Downtown Toledo
Yes.
Development Corporation, which administers parking in the heart of our city, wants to restore the meters during the lunch. He argues that the free parking should be abolished because commuters are taking up spaces that should be available for visitors who are just dropping in briefly. For those spending the day, he argues
You should walk and get exercise.
That's what garages are for.
This
That's
is
what
the
garages
dumbest
are
thing
for.
I've ever read in my
Yes.
life. You're going to walk and get exercise. I can't walk that far. I really can't. I got
Bad hip.
a bad hip, really. And,
Well,
and
I understand
there's a
he's
lot
a-
of people that can't do it. But this guy, who's running the city anyway? Is this guy running the city?
No, but they listen to because.
Oh, they
quote,
shouldn't
unquote,
listen
they're
to some
supposed
people.
know
I mean,
what
that's
they're
crazy.
doing.
And they don't have brains
But I
enough to
cannot
not pay
begin to
attention
tell you
to
how
this.
many people that I do know that go downtown for lunch.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, they're there at
Exactly.
12 o'clock. They're done by 1:30. And if everybody's going to visit, et cetera, and so forth.
Well, in general,
Why do you
out
think they
there.
go to malls and every place else?
'Cause
Because
it's
you got
free.
handicap and
Yes.
it's free parking
Yes.
and boom.
and it's not even.
And if you want to develop downtown, do something to develop it.
Agree. I think we're all in agreement here. The bottom line is it's not even
Really
it's
a
not
dumb
even about
idea.
the dollar you spend. It's about having to go back after an hour or worry about the meters. No one. Why do you want to deal with that when you can go anywhere else in town and park for free
Right,
and park
that's
right in
right.
front? Nobody. I think all downtown parking paying should be abolished. And I
I
said
do
this.
too.
I said this to
I
Ben
do.
I do
Conab.
too.
I said this to Ben Conab years ago. I said if you want to really reestablish downtown, there's a lot of people that won't go down there. Not that they can't afford the dollar. It's the principle. Why pay for parking when it's free everywhere
It's
else?
nickel and
Right.
diming us to death.
It
That's what it's
absolutely
doing.
exactly, and it just annoys people as
So
well.
I want to see the people that wrote the editorial.
Well, yeah, you'll
walk
never see them.
from the blade to real
Yeah,
seafood.
exactly.
Excuse me.
That wouldn't be a pretty picture.
It is that is really as you're trying to build it up. That's really a dumb idea. They need to go the other way and just abolish all paid
Exactly.
parking downtown.
But
period.
we need to have people exercising.
I'm going to give you my
Did I
other.
say that right?
I'm going to give you my other
know.
$1 million idea. If the guys at the who runs the airport? What's the name of that?
The Port Authority?
Port Authority.
Yeah.
Port Authority. You're listening. I'm about to give you some free advice right now.
Here it comes.
The biggest issue that they have is getting people to fly out of Toledo. You know, it's
Right.
Yeah.
stop charging for parking there. I'm not going to pay to, if
That's
you-
true.
now you don't have to drive. Now you're not paying $10 a day. Now I'm going to fly out of Toledo. And here's the thing: you get the flights up. That means you're going to get more tax revenue. It's going to stay here. But until you do that, I think that's the most genius idea that could be. Stop charging for parking.
That
at
should have
Toledo
gone
Airport.
to somebody else. I think you know who I'm talking about. Him and his son that wanted to take that airport over.
I remember.
Who know aviation. That should have happened a long time ago.
That
and it
Treese
stopped.
does not know jack about aviation.
Here
You
it
do?
goes, ladies
Wait a
and
minute.
gentlemen.
Time out. And you do, Sandy?
No, but
Have you ever
I-
flown
But she didn't
a
ask. She
plane?
didn't ask to take it
Excuse me,
over.
because I fly in an airplane or I fly one makes me understand
Doesn't
how to
make-
run an airport. I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, wait.
Well, wait a minute. You have to learn how to run a business first, Sandy.
Oh, here we go.
You better
Why you don't run a business
That's,
anymore?
that's just a nickel. Here, give me the money and I'll distribute it. There you
go.
go. That's government.
Just because I go somewhere doesn't mean I can run.
Somebody's doing this.
Just
stuff.
because I ride Greyhound doesn't mean I can run
He's
Greyhound
having
the
a-
company.
He's having an attack over
Does anybody
there. Come
ride
on with
that
the
anymore?
hands.
All right, we gotta take a.
Greyhound.
Greyhound.
Oh man, we gotta take a break. It's our Super Bowl Sunday edition of Love My 419. Hang on.
Twit.
All these lines in my face getting clearer. The past is gone.
It's great. That's what he loved.
Welcome back to Love My 419 from the Harold Jaffe Jeweler Studios. Andrew Z, Bill Delaney, Sandy Eisenberg, Steve Remy are all here. All right, a couple more things I want to talk about. First of all, Steve comes to the studio and says, I almost turned straight this weekend. I'm like, what? What happened?
So I go to Columbus this past weekend to go see a friend of mine, right? So we go to a couple places downtown Columbus. So I go to this club called Axis. So I walk in there and I see this guy, gorgeous man, Sandy, but I see the girl he's with. Even more. This girl would have made Sofia Vergara look like dog food. This girl was stunning. I'm just
Really?
like, I mean, I spilled my drink.
I love that.
Like,
Spill all over him.
Stunning. Like, she had her hair like in this really classy ponytail. And it was
Wow.
down to her butt, like this little black fur leather jacket thing, just put together. And I appreciate that. So I'm just like looking, and my friend's like, what is going on with you right now? I don't know. They may take my card. I don't know. I have no idea. So anyway, so that we get our beer, they walk over, and I stopped them. And I said, you know what? I usually don't do this. I said, you, sir, are gorgeous. But I said, you, Miss Thing, are about everything that's good in the universe. You are fabulous.
Steve, sounds like you were smitten.
I was smitten. She was gorgeous. So then she says, oh, aren't you just the cutest thing? So long story short, we have some drinks, blah, 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 blah. It worked out for me because I didn't know his story. I'm like, I didn't know if he was part of the sorority or not. Come to find out, he was.
People in the nursing home are like, what? By the way, if you're living in the nursing home, gay doesn't mean what it did back in your day.
So of course we exchanged phone numbers later on. So he's an interior designer. So I talk about it. I said, oh, I love interior design. So we have something in common. I said, I love Vicente Wolf and Nate Berkus. He goes, I hate Nate Berkus. I go, what are you talking about? He's from the Chicago area.
Bill has no
used
idea.
to date him.
Nate Berkus.
Called him some profane words, blah, 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 blah. So anyway.
By the way, Nate Berkus was Oprah's designer,
Yes.
and he's like the king of designers because Oprah,
gave
he's
her
like the
stamp.
he's like the
Gave her
Rachel
a
Ray.
stamp.
Rachel Ray was the cooking one, and Dr. Phil was the psyche one,
And
or
Nate
whatever.
did design.
Nate was the designer one that
Yes,
she appointed,
yes.
anointed. Go ahead.
Anointed.
Yes, anointed.
So anyway, so we've been talking since the weekend. So we're going to get together. He lives in Marion, so he's taking care of his parents, their elderly parents. So we've got that
What
in
happened to the
common.
ponytail?
Whenever the girl with
We
ponytail,
got
yeah.
the phone number, so
Get-
we're all going to try to get together.
Yeah, you are.
In a couple
Wow.
of
Well,
I'm telling you.
We'll keep you updated.
Flawless.
What would you call that?
What is she
A
doing?
I don't know what you call it.
Designer. She's a designer.
Designer.
What? A swap?
No.
Bill
I don't know what
Bill
we're
woke
talking-
up.
What are we talking about here?
All right.
I remember when Gay was.
Hold on.
Hey,
Bill, just talk about how much you hate Obama. Just go back to that.
Okay. Yeah. Hate him.
That's what he knows.
He's
That's
done.
what he knows.
He's finished.
All right. Before we take a break, we were very lucky. Our cameras, our Love My 419 cameras, were at the March for Women that took place a week or so ago in D.C. And our good friend and photojournalist Joe.
Joe, what's his
Can't
name?
think of his name.
Our very good
Tommaso,
friend.
what
Damaso?
Our very good friend.
Oh my God! I just brain farted.
Joe DeMassa.
Yes,
You said
Steve
brain
loves Jake.
fart.
I did.
But
Anyway,
it's not okay for me to say shit.
no, you can't stop saying the sh word, Sandy. All right, Joe DeMasso and his beautiful wife Megan DeMasso were at the March for Women and brought back some incredible video. We're going to show you some of the sights and sounds before we head to break of the March for Women in Washington D.C.
I wish you could see yourselves. It's like an ocean. Okay, I need to be short, okay?
Marching, the march is not canceled. Third Street, the Constitution, taken to the White House.
We are the people. Just this march in Washington today required 1,000 more buses than the entire inauguration. 1,000 more.
But we are gathered here and across the country and around the world today to say, Mr. Trump, we refuse.
These beautiful people. Ain't no justice cause the government got bought for a fee. And the people believe what they see on TV.
A reporter asked me on the way up the stairs here, what do you hope to accomplish with this demonstration? I said, well, I would say if you just look that way, we've already accomplished it. The majority of Americans did not want Donald J. Trump in the White House.
Why is the work of a black woman and a Hispanic woman worth only 63 and 54 cents of a white man's privileged daughter? This is not a feminist myth. This is inequality.
Be the change that you wanna see. Cause love will triumph over that tyranny. Our unified power cannot be defeated. And the first shall be the last as the last will be. Be the change that you wanna see. Cause love will triumph over that tyranny.
Welcome back to Love My 419 from the Harold Jaffe Jeweler Studios. Andrew Z. And we've got Bill Delaney, Sandy, and Steve. All right, final thoughts. Since your pick is going to be the Falcons today on Super Bowl Sunday, or is it going to be the
Patriots.
Patriots? Sandy?
Patriots.
Totally Patriots.
I just really don't care. What about you?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, yeah, Pittsburgh. There you go.
Patriots.
All right, final thoughts before we get out of here. Has anyone got anything they want before we say goodbye to the people? You
I
got something, Bill?
have nothing right now.
Okay.
Okay. I'll think of
Steve
Well,
always has something.
the groundhog. I'm hoping he doesn't see his shadow. Because I'm ready to be done with winter.
I
You
am
know what?
done
This
with
winter hasn't been so terrible, though, yet.
It's true. It's
it.
true.
It hasn't been bad, but I'm
Really?
done with it.
I'm ready for it to be spring and flowers
Amen.
and happy and
I don't
gay.
know, but the birds came too early because they were out singing here this morning, I can tell you.
Oh, all right. Well,
I
there you
fed
go.
the squirrels. I mean, they're come up. to
And
the
they're
porch.
very large.
very large.
Yes, with
Absolutely.
big
And
All
so
right.
are their nuts.
tails.
That'll do it for this week's show. I hope you guys have a great week.
Squirrels are nuts.
We'll talk to you next week, 7:30, right here on NBC 24. It's Love My 419. The Today Show coming up next. See you guys later. Enjoy the rest of Super Bowl Sunday.
Bye-bye. Bye, Bonds.